So many people have hope. I'm especially interested in whether the president will be impeached. The Constitutional Court wants to end the trial quick. I think 4 of those court just will decide, but will the other 4 dismiss this quote, this gun? But if you are impeached, as you have experienced before. After the impeachment of President Park Geun-hye, the atmosphere changes complete and rapid. Yes, and after impeachment, you have a presidential election. Then he will assume the office of president immediately after being elected president. The original term end, presidential election held. The presidential term can be filled for a certain term. The next president take over the presidential house. But if you are impeached, no such. If you are impeached, you will immediately be re-elected. And as soon as you are elected, you will have the inauguration, immediately assume the president. A politician called Lee Jae-myung, they have their own. So if a certain older brother comes out in the middle of the trial, he can no longer do politics because his fate is in such a situation that he has no choice but to fall due to appearance. He seems to be leading these various chaotic situations in order to live. Yes, in this situation, there are areas that we can do, areas that we can't. So at this time, we have to do everything we can to prevent China falling. I think we should do as much as we can. What is the characteristic of this politician called Lee Jae-myung is that he likes China. This is a pro-China policy. So, let's implement both China and Taiwan while pursuing a practical foreign policy. We are talking a company related to the United States came in front of Lee Jae. Lee Jae was in front of him. He says that the United States entered our country as an occupying force. And he also advocates the withdrawal of U.S. troops in Korea. In his book, Lee Jae-myung's book, openly asked to revolutionize the Republic of Korea, is not on sale now. But if you look at the book that came out before, the first shocking content there is the withdrawal of U.S. troops from Korea. Only 10% of people in our country support the withdrawal of U.S. troops from Korea. Leftists withdraw U.S. troops. I hate. But as far as I know, Lee Jae-myung is on the left. All the 10% who advocate the withdrawal of U.S. troops from Korea are on the left. Go into it on the left. Do you know that the withdrawal of U.S. troops from Korea can be achieved on one side if you give notice from one? This is the case under the contract, which requires the withdrawal of U.S. troops from Korea after several years of preparation. Therefore, if we unilaterally withdraw U.S. troops from Korea, it will not be immediately after a few years. It could be a situation where you can go out, or even if not until the withdrawal of U.S. troops in South Korea. Why not bring a neutral country to the United Nations under the pretext of unifying our country with North Korea? You can apply and do it. And Moon Jae-in was thinking about neutral country in the past. So now he has developed politics. However, there were some trends that tried to implement federal unification by saying that they were going to become a small neutral country. But how difficult the churches were under the Moon Jae-in regime, and at that time, there has been a great disaster, especially a plague. Therefore, in the midst of controlling the epidemic, many churches were pressured and persecuted and closed their churches and doors. These persecution situations, difficult situations, I really don't know what will happen. Yesterday, I heard some constitutional scholar talk about how the Constitutional Court will rule, and it will